Welcome back to the video, boys, you PlayStation gamers out there. So love it or hate it, the PS4 is about to be outdated by its own creator. Sony plans on releasing the PS4.5k very soon, or so the rumors go, and despite not having seen anything about the PS4 Neo or PS4.5k at E3 2016, we still have managed to scrounge up 10 crazy facts you just need to know about the system. But before we get started, make sure to enter our massive giveaway of 2 Aqua Blue PlayStation Vitas and 2 PS4 bundles. Just click that subscribe button and leave a comment below. Winners will be announced July 31st, 2016. Once again, just click that subscribe button and leave a comment to be entered. This video is brought to you by GrabPoints.com. Want to earn free PlayStation cards or a plethora of other great gift cards and prizes while not having to exert even one single bead of sweat? Of course you do. You're millennials. Well, head on over to GrabPoints.com or download the GrabPoints app and begin to complete simple tasks such as watching videos, completing surveys, or hey, downloading more free apps. Once you complete tasks, build up your points and buy yourself that PSN card you have been so desiring. Nothing makes getting free PSN games easier than GrabPoints.com, also on the App Store and Google Play. Now, without further ado, let's check out the 10 crazy facts you just need to know about the PS4.5k. Number 10. VR caused the PS4 Neo. So many people are wondering, why do we need the PS4.5? I mean, we already have the PS4, and would much rather wait until the PS5 comes out, am I right? Rather than buying a midway system. It's kinda like we already have Rihanna, so what the heck do we need Nicki Minaj for? Aren't they like exactly the same? Well, according to several game developers who for whatever reason want to remain anonymous, the PS4 Neo is going to exist almost solely for the purpose of PlayStation VR. Sony was worried that VR would both look and run absolutely awfully on the PlayStation 4. This of course raises 2 concerns. 1, has Sony not been working on VR long enough to realize the PS4 system couldn't run it? I mean, how young is this project? And 2, anyone who wants to take part in the new virtual reality phase will almost definitely have to invest in a newer PlayStation 4. Number 9, the most powerful gaming console ever. Sony has been notorious for paving new roads and venturing where others haven't in the gaming field. And yet again, Sony is back to their old games. No pun intended. This time by creating the most powerful gaming system to ever grace market shelves, after having already done that only 4 years ago. The PS Neo will be much more powerful than the PlayStation 4. While the system will be using the same CPU as the PS4, each of the 8 Jaguar cores will have their gigahertz practically doubled in power and be coupled with a nearly 25% increase in bandwidth speeds, as well as increasing the GPU to 911 MHz compared to the old 811. Now, if you know what any of that means, good for you. If not, join the club. I'm just that annoying voice that talks to you once a week. Yeah, I read the comments. Still, it doesn't take a genius to see that Sony has absolutely increased the PS4 Neo's power significantly. On to number 8. Number 8, PS4 and PS Neo side by side. The PlayStation Neo, according to Sony, will not be replacing the PlayStation 4. Instead, the system is said to complement the PS4. But I mean, come on. I can't go and get a new, more beautiful, more powerful wife and say, hey, she's just meant to complement the old one. At some point I've got to choose. Sony is purposely going to place the PS Neo and PS4 side by side on store shelves, which just has to be music to every PS Vita fan's ears. Hey, we don't have room for PS Vitas, but 2 different PS4 systems? Why not? In fact, Andrew House went as far to say both systems will be sold side by side throughout the entire lifespan of both systems, which I think we can all agree absolutely makes no sense. As if uninformed consumers aren't confused enough, there will now be 2 completely different PlayStation 4 systems side by side. But still no Vita. On to number 7. Number 7, beautiful 4K. As if this one wasn't obvious enough, we still thought we would apply this puppy into the list because if you're gonna go spend yet another $500 on a system, we should cover all our bases, shouldn't we? The PS Neo will improve graphics significantly over those of the PS4, which I think many have to wonder, how is that possible? Because most of the games are starting to look more realistic than my current surroundings. That, of course, maybe because marijuana is now legal in my state, but anyways, the system is said now to support more graphic-heavy titles and support 4K, which is meant to give you some of the most beautiful titles you have ever seen. Although not completely confirmed, it is reported that the games will support 4K. However, it could be related to just video playback, much like the Xbox One S. Regardless, it certainly is a large graphics upgrade. And before I move on to number 6, little disclaimer here. I don't smoke, that was just a joke, which I'm now ruining by explaining this to you. On to number 6. Number 6, the release date. So here's a trick fact, because it's not a fact, it's a rumor. But I suppose that rumor is a fact, and by saying it, I'm giving you a fact of a rumor. So here's the fact, rumor, or rumor fact. Basically, the PS Neo is supposed to launch in October of 2016. According to many developers in the industry, this seems perfect as well, because most other systems have launched in fall to meet the demand of the Christmas boom, and to move as many consoles as possible. Additionally, with VR launching around the same time, it only makes sense that the Neo will launch in October or November of this year. And that is a fact. Actually, it's a rumor. On to number 5. Number 5, no E3 showing. Here's why. Many suspected that with the buzz and the final concession of existence surrounding the PS Neo, that Sony would just bring the system into the E3 conversation. I mean, it makes sense, right? Well, according to Jim Ryan, Sony's global head of marketing, Sony wanted to leave hardware out of the conversation at E3 and focus solely on games and the new VR future of Sony. However, according to many Sony insiders, the system was left out because Sony wanted to both lay out VR first, because you know it is the reason for the existence of Neo, as well as Sony wanted to scope out what Microsoft had planned for the show. Regardless, Jim Ryan did also concede that the Neo is absolutely real, and they wanted to be able to demonstrate the system when they finally actually reveal it to the public. Now, I don't have a joke for this one, so what did one snowman say to the other? Smells like carrots. On to number 4. Number 4, no Neo exclusive games. The one small good thing about the PS Neo is that you don't have to worry about future titles only being developed for the system. Every PlayStation Neo game will play on the PS4, and vice versa. Granted, the titles will likely look significantly better on the Neo. In fact, many developers are reportedly already working on patches to improve the graphics of their titles for the sole purpose of Neo. However, that doesn't mean some titles will only be on the Neo or only be on the PS4. The console is meant to be an improvement rather than a next-gen console. That also doesn't even contradict the PSVR statement. PSVR will be able to run on the PS4 as well. However, it is reported that will run awfully, so I don't know about that. And once again, I forgot a joke. Luckily, I know what the internet likes. What did the ghost say to the bee? Booby. That should score a few likes with the 12-year-olds. On to number 3. Number 3, pricing. Yet again, we present you a fact that is more of a rumor. So for today, you can call me Killer Keemstar or MSNBC. Burn. Regardless, many rumors around pricing have been floating around, and it seems that PS Neo will end up at approximately $499. These rumors have been purported by many websites and Sony insiders. However, the price seems a bit too high to me. Personally, I believe that the PS4 will be lowered to $350 and Neo will be at $400. Once again, rumor, not fact. The one fact here is that in an interview with Andrew House, Mr. House stated that due to the increased processing power, Neo will cost more than the PlayStation 4. That's right, Neo will cost more than the PlayStation 4. Thus, the $499 price tag could make sense. What isn't confirmed is how much Sony intends on making the PlayStation Neo's price. On to number 2. Number 2, 4K bundle. If interviews are to be believed, Sony will in fact be bundling the PlayStation Neo with a 4K television. It's no mystery Sony has had trouble moving 4K televisions, and it seems PS Neo could be a gimmick, if you will, to help move more television systems as well. This likely would lower the overall price of the system, and for those who don't have it, many people likely would pick up a 4K TV. I might. Otherwise, purchasing a system that mainly boasts 4K capability would be just about as stupid as buying cereal with no milk, because let's face it, only Cinnamon Toast Crunch is meant to be eaten without milk. On to number 1. Number 1, larger games. The PS Neo is said to also make developing easier for developers. Now, I'm a gaming journalist and don't understand much about development, outside of the time I accidentally made a ping pong table in Microsoft Word. Of course, I'm pretty sure my computer was just glitching. Regardless, it's going on my resume. Still, the PS Neo is reported to have an easier dev kit for AAA and indie developers alike. That way they can make their titles quicker and easier. In addition, with the influx of additional power, the PS Neo gives developers nearly double the power to work with. Many developers have come out saying that if you thought Fallout 4 was amazing and massive, then the PS Neo's capabilities will absolutely blow your mind. There you have it, guys! The top 10 crazy facts and rumor fact thingies you needed to know about the PS Neo. What did you think? Will you be picking one up when it comes out? Let us know in the comments below and enter our massive giveaway of 2 Aqua Blue PlayStation Vitas and 2 PlayStation 4 bundles. Once again, just click that subscribe button and leave a comment below to be entered. Now, make sure to go check out GrabPoints.com to get your guys' free PlayStation cards on. Until next time, Vita Boys out.
Yeah, we're the Vita Boys here for you. Check back every week and stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe today to be notified. Stay up to date. We are covering everything PS Vita. Weekly game giveaways, come see us. Gameplays, unboxing, reviews, and more. With a lot coming and more in store. We're the Vita Boys and we're here for you. Check back every week.